There is no such thing as Half-Life 3. The fact that you are watching this video means you're energetically aligned with me and what I'm about to show you. Bear in mind that they will not always apply to everyone, and things are always subject to change. First off, I would like to commend Valve Software for having a lasting community with Team Fortress 2, 14 years after it was publicly released as part of the Orange Box in 2007. Though we're dealing with a lot right now in terms of the bot crisis, you can't help but admit that the game's still going strong to this very day, and that's something I wouldn't mind drinking to once the game hits 21 years of age. In terms of the bots, however...
You know what this team could use? What? 5 more snipers.
These bots will simply crash the party and turn it into a full-blown boat roll. While it does look like they were hosted by the game's co-creator Robin Walker, even down to the accounts redirecting to his official Steam profile, they were actually hosted by Xarcon as a means of giving the community a vibe check. But given that these bots directly link to Robin Walker's Steam profile, it begs the question as to whether or not scammers will use this exploit to trick users out of their accounts or items. I'm specifically looking at you, Matt Gift! The very definition of anything you can do, I can do better, these bots are operating on a fork of Cathook that is heavily modified to better suit their needs or evade a pending VAC ban. It's also worth noting that these bots are also more likely to target or be targeted by other cat bots given the betrayal system as previously explained in the ShoppyBot stereotype, and the fact that they run on entirely different sets of code. I have only seen 4 different forks of Cathook in use, and I shall briefly explain to them all in what I consider sub-stereotypes. The very first fork I'm sure we've all encountered, Boohook, was developed with an excessive amount of trolling in mind. This can range from racist mic spam, closing down 2Fort due to an exposure of COVID-19, to RC scare tactics and oh come on! At least I was running on a virtual machine. Anyways, these bots can no longer be seen as they were quietly patched on August 27th, 2020. There was an associated website and Discord server with this fork, but the developers faked the domain being seized when the fork was patched. This I consider as a spiritual successor to Boohook due to having similar user bases. But it's a lot more respectable in terms of trolling. There's not much I can say about this program, but I will bring up a specific kind of bot that is operated by this fork later on in this video. It's also worth noting that, while technically private, there is a public download page, but instead of downloading Meowhook, the website will basically mock you and probably do some malicious activity on your computer. Oh, not again!
Well, hello there! I don't believe we've been properly introduced. I'm Bonzi.
Hey you. Yes you. Are you tired of your engineer being lazy and unable to do his duty? Don't fear my little biscuit, because engineering has the perfect solution for you. NGHook.
Perfect!
That's right, NGHook. A revolution in engineering and the perfect companion for all situations. Capturing the intelligence, defending the base, or even taking over the entire world. We are the Mygots. Lower your shields and power down your weapons. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our resistances to removal gates.
This I kinda expected. Wasn't something like the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition!
This fork of Cathook was not designed for hosting bots, but rather stealing the personal information of potential users and then leaking them to the general public. If you've ever seen the waves of bots that spam links to Xarcon's Doxbin, this is the result of him being a victim of their Trojan. For those unaware, the term Trojan is used to describe a type of malware that is often disguised as legitimate software. A notable example of this was the I Love You email worm that overwrote system files and spread itself under the disguise of a love letter attachment via email.
You've got mail!
Hold on, gotta check this. A token for my admirers? This honestly reminds me of another bot on this list. Give me a bet.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Operated via Meowhook, these bots are generally known for roaming around maps as heavies, mowing down people with all sorts of miniguns at their disposal with guaranteed critical hits. They can also be rented out via Shopee for all sorts of purposes, such as promoting true capitalist radio.
And by the way, somebody donated a $2 bill and said, DEFCON 6, why do you host bots? I hate bots. And that means I hate you. I don't know what the fuck. I hate you, meow, hook number 1. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, DEFCON. But I am not doing the bot shit, alright, you fucking asshole?
Oh, yeah?
A prime example of hosts taking trolling a bit too far, these bots are designed solely to mitigate any heat they generated by slandering someone else. This was most notably the case for the Soldier's voice actor Rick May, who was falsely accused of being a pedophile after his passing on April 8th, 2020, and Whammo, who is falsely accused of being Elder God heavy for his desperate attempts at being the so-called pillar of the TF2 community as a whole. Another Shopee bot on this list, these bots are also the best vibers you'll ever find across casual matchmaking. Their mic spam honestly slaps, and they have a great taste in movies such as Robots and The Mitchells vs. the Machines. You would assume these guys are anti-bots, but they're no different from your typical cat bots as they only target players and not other cat bots. Some may have also had links in their name or spammed into text chat, which will only redirect you to IP grabbers and other— That's it! I'm done. You take over this shit from now on.
While Lord Gaben has a soft spot for Pinkie Pie, he clearly has no idea who the superior pony is. This is why my bots were designed to inform the community about the smartest, most talented pony in all of Equestria, Twilight Sparkle.
Dead.
Feisty.
In all seriousness, though, I did not host every Sparkle bot you've seen in casual, as I did cause a bit of drama across the cheating community for a while. We're on better terms, though, and users can experience much worse cheaters, such as